Hey, welcome back everyone. You're watching Centerline Designs. My name's Cole. In the last video, you seen us make this belt stamping jig and it was working out really well. And in the spirit of continuing on with this track building, I have enlisted a little bit of help here. I brought my dad into the shop because today is gonna be slightly different. We don't necessarily have an end goal of where we're getting, but as I mentioned before, this track building is very monotonous and labor intensive, so I enlisted some cutting help. We're gonna get him set up on that Evolution chop saw, cutting all of our Grouser square tubings to length, and since I have these belting dies set up, we're gonna go ahead and get 2 strips of belting stamped out for one track and see where we get to in this video. And I think if we try hard enough, we can maybe even get the 3rd generation out here, get that son off the iPad, and we'll see what he can do. So don't really know what we're gonna get up to today, but I know that there's gonna be a lot of metal getting cut and some belts getting stamped, and maybe we'll get the old father on the welder. So, it's not the first time that he's been in a video. This summer we were doing some of that dirt moving and digging with the mini dump truck and the mini excavator, and I had my dump truck driver here, and he had a fun time fitting in that mini truck.
Okay, you gotta be a pretzel. Holy shit.
All right, I guess it's time to get that sauce. All right, I guess it's time to get that saw cut up. We'll get some steel in here and start cutting away. We can mark a piece of square tubing. We've got rollers we can set up, and then you can line up to a mark with your bed stop if you want. Here. You should have had all the steel in a while ago. We need about 250 total, but let's cut like 125, 125?
125 of them?
Yeah. Okay. That'll get us halfway, and then we'll switch gears and cut. We've got flat bar and then round bar. Okay. So. All right, while he's cutting over there, I am gonna work on stamping 2 of these belts, but I'm gonna open up this angle just a little bit more, and it should make my life easier. Being that they were so nice to send me this saw, I guess I should give them a shout out. Evolution Power Tools, 14-inch dry cut saw. I forget the exact model. I'll put it in the description below, but it's pretty nice, isn't it?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Great saw.
Thank you, Evolution Power Tools. Okay, well, a viewer suggested putting some lube on it. Let's see if that makes any help with how sticky it is. What's that? What do you think? Yeah, that's cool, eh? My only problem here is these plugs. My only issue is that these plugs don't want to self-eject because I blocked up a lot of the port, but that's okay. I think I can live with that. Looking good. There's a good portion of one belt done, and boy, we're getting this dialed in. This is working good. All right, well, we've been working away in the shop here and having some good success. I got one belt completely punched out, and I think the result is really good. An old Bradley boy here has just cut up a ton of lengths of 1-inch square tubing. How many do we got? How many we got?
117.
117. Do we got any steel left? Was that all of the square tubing?
No, there's one more.
One more length, okay. So we do. We had half the square tubing for the tracks, and I think it's time to go take a break, have a cup of coffee, and let's try and get that son of mine out of here after. We'll get him doing something, eh?
Is that Carter?
Yeah. Okay, we'll be back. Well, we did manage to get Carter out here with us. Come here, bunnies. Bunnies. You warm in there? So, their tunnel has dried out. It completely filled with water after some rain, but... All right, we got the workforce back. Time to get in the shop. Okay, Cart, what do you think? We got all the holes knocked in one belt over there.
I'll help you. I'll have to do this one.
So I've always been curious, Dad, what do you think about when I told you I was going to start building this thing?
Well, I knew you'd get it done for sure, but I didn't expect it to be quite as involved and quite as detailed. Bigger than I thought.
Cart, what do you think about the Snowcat build?
I just want to drive it.
Yeah, I know, I do too.
Way too many wires.
Way too many wires? I think there's way too many holes and pieces of steel to cut for these tracks. The tracks are as much work as the rig itself. What do you want to...
Way too many wires. Like, I can just cut one and this whole thing could blow up.
Do you want to try and stamp some belting with me?
I wonder if I cut one of these wires and
Okay, let's get to work. All right, we got some earplugs in the little one.
Hammer.
Well, we need to hammer when we're stamping belting because it's a little snug.
That's why I have the hammer.
Come on, let's do that. Grandpa's got some more stuff to cut.
Yeah.
We got all 3 generations in here.
I want you to tell me how many more I need to make. Count this top row here and tell me how many are there.
Grandpa's asking you to do something.
Count that top row. Quickly tell me what's there. Okay, thank you. We gotta make, how many more? We need 25. How many more do we have to make? Yes? Oh, how many?
There's 17 up there. There's to
I need to make 8 more. Yeah, good math.
make it.
Yeah, good job.
So there's 17 on the top.
Yeah.
There's 8 on the bottom to make
Got 8 more.
25.
Yeah, perfect. You got it.
Oh, good. Let's start punching holes.
We gotta have a little safety talk on this machine, right? So, we don't have covers on right now. We don't put fingers anywhere up here. And when we push the pedal, we always make sure our hands are out here. Because this will take a finger or hand off very fast. Okay? So we just have to respect the dangerousness here.
Tell me when we need a hammer.
Okay, you want to see the first stamp? Nope. Do you want to give that little tap down right there? Perfect. Clean these out. I do have to clean these out every now and then though. I know. It's a little annoying, yeah. But it's not like we have to do it all day every day. Okay, ready? Hands are clear? And stamp it. Okay, can you tap it down? Perfect. Okay.
WD-40?
Not quite, but similar. Next one.
Tappity tap.
There you go. Now let's pop. Do one more. Pop these out.
Oh, you used it to make those easier. Tappy tap tap. Tappity tap.
Okay, and then just back up a little more so we're clear, all right? Thank you. Carter,
Some off camera. No, Dad, there's a screw down here.
Carter, you helped me so much with that bell thing. Yeah, it broke. The broken bolt. Hey, buddy, you helped so much with that bell thing. Okay, hold on a second. Carter, you helped so much with that belting. That second belt was way faster with you putting it down on the dogs. Light hand, or what's the saying? Many hands make light work. And Carter said all these little pieces of rubber were becoming a tripping hazard, so he said we had to clean them up before we change jigs. All right, well, Grandpa's been over here just cutting away. We got all that cut. And then he cut the flat bar, which apparently I very much underestimated how much I needed. So he's moving on to round bar wheel guides here. You got a nice pile of chips under there now.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are doing a wonderful job. I'm gonna go inside and have a beer. They didn't even bite on that.
Turn on and off. Hey, I'm short.
Okay, Dad's got some sample round bar pieces cut up. We're gonna change this jig over to bend wheel guides and just double check that the measurements I forgot will be good. Kind of in awe of this press brake here. I've mentioned it on the channel before. I bought it for about $325 at auction. And, you know, obviously it went fairly cheap because not everyone is in the market for an old press brake, but showing him what it can do and how functional it is for my needs, there's a lot of value there. And I think I got a pretty good price on it considering. So, okay, while Dad is adjusting our cut length on those wheel guides, I'm gonna go ahead and get this piece of threaded rod welded on here, and then we can use a little piece of plate and some nuts to adjust it in. That looks really good. That's bang on. Perfect, yep, 10.5, and we have that stopper set, so now we can start cutting. We have 500 of these to make. And we're gonna have to do it in 2 stamps. That's 1,000 stamps just on wheel guides. 1,000. All right, well, we're gonna keep going. We'll see where we get. So the realization of how many wheel guides we actually need today is hitting Dad. We're hoping to do half a track today, or 1 track today worth. So he needs to cut 250 of them. We did about as much as we could with the time we had, ran out of material to cut up, and we can only stamp 1 part at a time. So thank you so much for your help, and
I'm not allowed to say anything.
alrighty, well, thanks everyone.
See you in a bit.
We fucking did it again. All right, well, we're gonna leave that here. This was just sort of a little bit of a different style day in the shop, and we didn't get anything really completed, we just made some progress. So thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.